So, Mark, I know it is 0% in your control, but do you know when 13 Delaney is going to come back to the board? Do you have any indication from that?
I just emailed him this morning.
All right.
Yeah, the chair might have better idea than me. Short circuit there.
Because the request for legal services went in
What?
at some point, right?
No, we leave him, actually, I'll do this, because I know Diane is going to make her way in, and Dawn is making her way in, and Abby's already made her way in. And Jason and David are not coming, because David still doesn't feel well. So what we do, Kate, is we leave him right here.
Hey, doing?
So when we turn the audio on there, it's on.
I have a question about that.
David, you put the revisions in today already?
Yeah, I put them in.
So they'll come up next Tuesday.
Hello, how are
With
you?
this 92 me.
Yourself?
Wonderful. Yeah, I didn't know that's what's going
You got to actually put the revisions in.
I already did that.
Okay, so they're already signed up. Okay, good.
What am I here for today then?
Well, we thought we were going to get to it sooner and everything was going to be sooner. So it's just simply so you can craft an agreement between now and next week,
Okay.
reflecting whatever it is we agree to on when you can do the work. Because clearly you have to do the work now.
Right.
And it's supposed to be 8 degrees tomorrow night.
An agreement such that they can get to sign off before we did the work.
Yeah, it's sort of, everything's sort of working together. Because if you get the approval next week and you have the agreement with you and we agree to the parameters of the agreement, then you can work with Mark on the sign off.
Okay.
That's why I want you to get the information today so you bring it with you on Tuesday.
Usually.
Van.
Okay.
Right. Dawn says she may be a minute late because she's got a sick child and husband's coming home to take over.
So Lisa is downstairs at the zoning board, and she asked me to come down and get her when her stuff comes up. Is it possible that you could do
They're
her?
short down there too. They only have 5 members down there also.
Yeah.
I don't think she can leave because that leaves them with a 4-0 vote at the moment until the legislature is in the process of changing it.
Well, maybe we'll take her stuff together. See how it goes. They don't have any alternates on there? They only have 5 people?
Yeah, it's always rough. When I was doing it all those years, February and March,
Everybody's out of town.
unbearable trying to get a meeting because everybody was going away, Florida, from this, or some people are stuck. Did you see the agenda down there?
Yeah, everybody
99% of it's continued,
Yeah.
but they can't get here.
The representatives don't want to come.
Yeah,
I
what
saw
was
that.
fun with that?
Shorter meetings. So anyway, I told Lisa I would come
Nathan,
down.
okay, get her. Nathan, did you see, they've got a long line on Sachem's Path and she cannot leave the middle of Sachem's Path. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
is that what they're doing now?
We're going to go to that as soon as he got here, and they just got here. Did you see Diane on your way in?
She's coming up to the elevator right now.
Okay.
Yep. Go over there.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, this is what it's good to have where this is more order than it is usually. It's always
Are you doing Sea Terrier?
Hey, Rick.
Are you doing Sea Terrier Farm?
Yes. Why? Well, hang on a second. Also, but something can be taken off of the agenda. It's called FAO. Yeah, FAO Community Trust. You just withdraw the application. This, yeah, I know.
I don't, you said you looked at them today, so I don't think it's on today.
It'd be terrific,
Oh,
that's the one
okay.
that we could use. Because I certainly have plenty of
I don't see it on
Oh,
there.
all right.
Diane, how are you?
Hi, Johnny, how are you?
I'm good, well, you?
Good.
So they just already withdrawn.
Which one? Yeah.
FAO was withdrawn.
Yeah, I didn't really want to waste time dealing with it if you guys were coming in to
No.
withdraw.
That's fine.
So
And
we
then Ann
figured
had emailed me
2:30.
back and said she was going in
I'm
to
gonna
court.
lose a quorum, all right?
All right,
Do you want to take my card, you want to do it after we...
I'll do it after, because I got to
After.
talk to her.
All right, sweetheart?
All right.
Well, thank you.
Love you, sweetheart. Bye, sweetheart.
So now I'm probably going to have to do this for you, too.
Yes, I know. Falling apart rapidly.
You behave yourself.
Did you see that, whatchamacallit was on down there, but I think we continued it again? Dragon?
No, I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah, it was continued to April 10th.
Okay.
I thought that was like done, but
I thought it was too, but I haven't been paying attention because I don't really understand.
also if you want to tag in your animals.
No, the others I do.
Because,
Although I found one of the cats. Cheryl Bever has it.
If you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lion made very well.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'd rather keep them.
You don't want to send them over
No,
months
no, I'm not
because they don't come
looking
back
at,
alive.
Lisa asked me to get her with her stuff. is coming in.
You probably don't want to use it.
See Terry Farms, which is close.
No, mine will work on her. All right.
That's Doug, isn't it? Who is this? Is that Doug?
Who's calling me?
Yep.
Thank you.
Waiting for Diane.
Fine.
All right, we're going to open the meeting. Guys, we're going to open the meeting. It's Thursday, March 13th, 2014. Continuation of the meeting from March 11th, 2014. It is 1:04. President John McLaughlin, Diane Coombs, Abby Camp, Linda Williams, Dawn Hill-Holgate is on her way. David is not coming, and Jason is not coming. Okay, we do have an audio tape. Looking for it. We do have an audio tape, and we do have a television tape. If anybody else would like to tape them, please let us know before we start. Everybody get a chance to look at the agenda? The only thing we're going to take out of order when Dawn comes are the open meeting law complaints, so we can dispose of those, but they're staying where they are until Dawn comes. And otherwise, somebody want to make a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
John's made a motion to approve the
And we
agenda.
follow item for item. Right, thank you.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Diane?
Aye.
Okay. Any public comment? Jump over at once. Okay, none, and there are no consents today. We did those. There are no consents with conditions, and 60-day denials is a question mark. Old business quorum issue. We cannot hear Clark Lawrence because we don't have David, so it's got to go over to beginning of Tuesday's meeting. Somebody want to make that motion?
So moved.
All right, Diane's made a motion to put Clark Lawrence over to the beginning of Tuesday's meeting due to quorum issues. All those in favor? Everybody can go. That's a technical issue.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about the 60-day thing. That's been
I'll get it
on for a
checked.
while.
We don't have any choice. We can't hear it.
Right.
But I don't know if they ever got the file. Is the file in there somewhere for Clark, Lawrence Clark?
It's been going on since the spring. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, no, this is a whole different thing with Al Coffin.
Oh,
this was, must be acted on by 3/18, there's a local safety net.
What is the actual date? We always give ourselves a couple of days.
Well, it was accepted on February 5th.
We have a few days. So we'll go over next week. All in favor of Diane's motion to put it at the beginning of next week's meeting because of quorums?
aye.
John?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going over, John.
That's Clark, right?
Yep, there are no automatic views, and Van Waveren, James couldn't find the file, I couldn't find the file, I don't know if we ever found Van Waveren's file, which would be
I
great.
have the file.
Great, because it wasn't around.
I
What?
have the file.
We will take 92 Main out of order.
Yes, hold on one second. We were going to take, I forgot to move it up. We're going to take 92 Main Street Compliance Agreement out of order so he can go, because he's coming back on Tuesday, but we have to give him an idea of what we're willing to do. Dave?
Which one's that?
It's on other business. He's coming back with his revisions on Tuesday, but he wanted to come back with the agreement at the same time, so we didn't have to wait for it. The situation here, this is the one, I don't know who sat on it.
I think it was to put the fence in front of the house.
No, it's with they took the tree out, and you can see the
You can see all the stuff on the
electric
side of the
thing,
house.
and you can see, and that was the extra parking space to the left of the house.
Oh, yeah, on Main Street.
Yeah, I think we were all here for that.
Yeah, David was,
Yeah, okay. And Dave,
Yeah, I don't have the file.
yeah, no, that's coming up on Tuesday. And Dave, explain your issue, what you're going to do for revisions, and what you want as an agreement because of the sign-off issue.
The revisions,
It's David Trost, T-R-O-A-S-T,
and which one's this?
92 Main.
92 Main
Oh,
on the other
back in
business.
92.
So the revisions that I submitted to be put with the application are that we're going to take that extra brick out where the extra parking spot is. We're going to put grass to replace that. And then to block the electric meter, we're going to plant a tall evergreen shrub.
So you're going to put
So
basically
we're
a
gonna
tree back
change-
that was there. so-
Well, the tree that was there was like a 50-foot tall cryptomeria tree that was way too big, and it was, it was touching the house, and they didn't. That's why it came out, and it exposed the electric meter. And then the plants that we put back are not clearly big enough to hide the electric meter. But I think everybody agrees it's a good idea to hide it because it's pretty ugly.
Okay, so if you bring that revision back on Tuesday, the issue is a CO or something, what's going on?
Yeah, the contractor's final payment is being tied to the sign-offs, and if we could get a sign-off prior to me being able to do the work, just because I can take the brick out tomorrow, getting the plant and putting it in the ground is a little more challenging, but I could. Nurseries are opening this week, so.
I think they were saying-
A couple of comments when you're done.
When do you think you could get it in by, put the brick up and get it in by?
Probably by the end of next week,
All right, so by
Well, it's
April-
gotta be
April
approved.
1st?
on Tuesday,
Yeah,
is what
April
you're saying,
1st,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
As a revision, because you're already in. So what he's asking for is if they could get a sign-off after if they get approval on Tuesday, if they can get a sign-off from the HDC and have the stuff planted and the brick removed by April 1st. Is that what you're saying? Because they clearly can't plant anything right now. I'm not even sure you can get the brick out of the ground. It's probably
Yeah, I
frozen
was
in
going
the
to say, how
ground.
you been?
Oh, yesterday I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not today.
that- one day
No,
late.
it's warming up. This is a fluke.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
You still in my
Yeah.
garden last weekend?
All right, you have
The weekend.
comments, Mark?
Yes, I do. This is because it failed in final inspection. So I thought there was another item about the downspout, so I wondered how that was addressed.
No, I
I
didn't-
haven't seen anything about that.
I didn't hear about that.
Can I,
Ray, identify yourself because you have a new
Yeah.
minute taker.
Ray Paul?
P-O-H-L.
From what I understand, the house right now has scuppers, I guess you would call them, at the tops on either side of the main gable. That's not something that the builder added. That's something that was original with the house. Did you not see pictures of that?
I took pictures of that.
You
And
didn't
I
see
didn't
the
see any
original?
approvals from the last approval to this approval, so I understood that part that you just mentioned, but I wondered if it's been addressed as far as whether they were ever approved. I never saw any.
But I don't think that they certainly weren't approved with our design because they existed on the
Existed.
house before we ever got involved with it.
I realize that. So
Okay.
we don't know.
Do you mean approved like at some prior time?
Yeah. I mean, just if they've ever been approved. So
Yeah,
I'm
see,
I'm being
I don't
asked to
know.
sign off on a design, and I'm saying I
Yeah.
don't see that approval. So whatever
Except
the
that
history is, I can't tell you.
we cannot hold up signing off on what we have jurisdiction over right now. They've already said that to the building commissioner, they've said it to us.
Actually, I don't think that's correct.
If there's another violation on the property that has nothing whatsoever to do with this particular thing, which is the parking and the electric meter,
Yeah.
that's an entirely different issue.
That's not
Well-
what I understood.
Talking about the downspout.
Okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with
Right.
your application at all.
Right.
So what they're asking you to do, that little piece of internal information will have to be worked out. But what we're asked to do right now is, are we willing to have a sign-off once you get approval next Tuesday, and they can probably, hopefully, plant by April 1st, if we don't get more snow.
It shouldn't be a problem. I mean, at this point, it's probably, once the work's completed, there's an inspection, right?
Right.
And then how quickly does the sign-off come after that? If that's the last,
Theoretically, quickly.
Yeah.
so
We have to- Maybe we check
at
with
this
the,
point, it's kind of, I think, I'm going to
This
read.
has been checked, Diane, but I'll check it again.
As long as you
Town
approve it on
council.
Tuesday, we're fine.
Do you really need an agreement if you
No.
get the okay Tuesday? That was why we were trying to figure out
Yeah.
the timing. So
Yeah.
you want to just bag the agreement for now?
Yeah.
Because your part of it will be done.
Yeah.
And if there's another issue with something that's been on the house for 30 or 40 years, that's an entirely different issue.
Right.
Okay.
I have a comment.
That's that. All right, he doesn't need the agreement anymore because he's
I-
going to get it next week anyway.
I have a comment.
Yeah. Hang
Thank
on,
you.
guys.
We signed off, the work has to be finished now, administrator signs off, right? Once all the work is finished, you sign it off.
If all the work complies to what was approved, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He was asking for a sign-off ahead of time because they can't plant.
Can't do that.
You
Law
can't
law
plant.
says you can't sign off until the work is completed.
Actually, we can, with an agreement, John, not just because we say so. He would have to get a legal agreement to do it by a certain date. We've done that before.
Let's
But he
move
doesn't
on.
need it anymore anyway, John. He's going to be able to do it in time. All right, so that was, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
All righty, so we're back on Van Waveren. Ray, you're going to do Lisa's?
I'm sorry.
You're doing Lisa's stuff, because she can't leave down there, they don't have any alternates. This is an existing structure, since there's no commentary here, this is an existing structure. I believe the small round window was installed without a permit. It's been in existence in its location for nearly 40 years. Yeah, it's the window.
round window?
Yeah, it looks like it. Because they talk about the round window. In 1975, the applicant did not install the small window to the left of the door. There was supposed to be a window to the left of the door on the same plane as the door,
Yeah.
as shown in the attached building department plan. Instead, a small circular window was installed above the door that you see in the gable. The window has existed in its current location for nearly 40 years.
You have a copy of the previous approval right here.
This is it, guys. That's what they were supposed to put in, the little window. They didn't put the little window in, and 40 years ago, they put the little round window in up in the gable.
The present owner?
This one.
Present owner or previous?
Believe so.
I think she's
Present
owned it.
owner?
She's owned it all along.
This was under, yeah, Jean Van Waveren was.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Her
it.
family's had it for a long time. You must remember her, John.
Yeah.
She's lived here for a while. Does anybody have any issues with this?
She had that Nantucket back with the most beautiful ivy carving on the hand, on the top of it.
She was quite a woman.
Yeah.
Anybody have an issue with this now? Abby? No? Diane?
Not 40 years later.
John? I know you hate round stuff.
Hey, you don't have a permit? Are we going
No.
to issue a permit?
They're asking for it now, to bless it, because I guess there's an estate issue involved, and they have to close out old permits. So they're just trying to clean up everything that's going on. How much did they pay, John? What did they pay on the original application?
There's nothing here.
I know, I couldn't find it on there either. Abby,
Oh, I'm sorry.
top right? Here, let me have it.
Well, you know, just to be clear,
150.
They paid it,
it's not just the round window, they didn't install the floor light on the left.
right, we got
Yeah.
that. I read that.
Make sure.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, Abby's made a motion to approve, there's no representation. Abby made a motion to approve, all those in favor?
Aye.
Abby?
Aye.
John?
I'm opposed. We wouldn't approve it before, why
Okay.
approve it now?
John's opposed.
I find it a
so
violation.
Chair's in favor, they paid the as-built fee, so Katie is 3, and we have to keep track of who voted what. 3 of us voted in favor, and John voted against it. Is that it?
Yeah.
We could have told them to take that 4 light and put it up there.
It's too big.
Here it comes. Thank you. Okay, Van Waveren, all right, and we got Audrey Stirk. I don't know what this is all about. James is the only one who knew anything about this.
Well, I might be able to shed some light. If you're ready.
Yep.
So it's on the agenda because usually that's what happens. It would be on the consent if the sign advisory recommended approval, or if it's a regular agenda for you guys to look at. Sign advisory does not recommend approval, so it should go back to the sign advisory as normal protocol.
After we vote.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you have to vote to send it back
Send
to
it
sign
back.
advisory.
What is it the sign advisory doesn't like? I didn't quite get the,
All right. I'll-
You're too close to that.
yeah.
On the projecting sign, it looks like they really just want a master sign plan for this building so they can coordinate any further signs that may be applied because it seems to be the issue.
Well, here's my
There's
copy.
a front sign, this has 2 hanging signs, which is not typical, and they're right on top of each other if you haven't seen the photograph.
They're always Cordillera, Diane, you know the spaces, Cordillera.
Yeah,
Daddy,
I
the one in the
don't- I
basement
don't
across
well.
from the Brotherhood. He's moved, he's retiring.
Oh, yeah.
And Audrey's going down into that basement space, you walk by the windows. And on the right side of the building, there's always been signs, always, because it's got commercial office. So she's going into the basement, and I assume she has a wall sign, because Cordillera always had a wall
He
sign.
only had a wall, but he
And
didn't.
does she want a hanging sign where?
Projecting sign as well, yeah.
Where in relationship to the front door?
Right below the graphic that's fine arts.
So the one on the corner of the building?
On another bracket or hanging it?
On a separate bracket,
That's a little strange.
No.
All right.
you
So
can see that.
they, yeah, that's strange. But there's always been signs, multiple signs on that side of the building.
Yeah, I don't
All
think they're
right.
opposed to multiple signs, I think it's making sure that they're even handed and not how they're
Has
supposed
she
to.
got the right color?
Sorry, did it ever get to sign advisory, or did this?
Yes, sign
not-
advisory
okay.
gave those comments. Those were what I was
We're
reading.
voting to
All
send
right,
it back.
Abby, you're voting, you're going to make a motion to send it back, both of them back to sign advisory? Is that what
Yes.
we're going
Yes.
to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, if there's, we don't go through this every time, but essentially the issue is it comes to you guys that the sign advisory doesn't approve of it. Normally, they go ahead and work with the sign advisory, but it's coming to you if there's anything in addition or as far as concerns, but otherwise they'll work with the sign advisory.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to send it back to the.
John, Abby's made a motion to send them both back to sign advisory. John? All those in favor?
Aye.
Is that unanimous, John? Okay. And Katie, we keep track of unanimous. Okay, let the record reflect, and that has to be in the minutes also, that Dawn arrived at 1:21. Okay, so they're going, both of those, 2 and 3, going back to sign advisory. Now we got Kenny Coffin, and he is downstairs. Did they get to Chris Loftus down there yet?
I don't know,
Steve, will you do me a favor and see if Chris Loftus is still down there?
If he is, you want to bring him up?
Bring him up.
Yeah.
And then tell Leslie to bypass him until he's done up here.
Sure.
For now, we'll go on to John Worthington. John, we're going to skip until he comes upstairs. He's down at the ZBA meeting. So we're going on to John Worthington. Katie, you got that? And everybody sits, because there's only 5 of us. Really cold. Representing the applicant?
Ben Norman.
Was there a Diane?
Going to give me Johnny's?
Sure.
All right, there was a reason why I didn't put this, oh, guys, there was a reason why I didn't put this on consent. John, it's right there. Is because of the pitch of the roof and the way it runs into the other roof.
Yeah, it's a 4-pitch. This is deep in Nosh up on the very back of the house.
Yeah, Dawn doesn't have any concerns. Also, kind of weird that it's 6 foot from the end of the building.
Yeah, I think that was because of the elevation you're talking about. It does look a little odd, so it's nice to get the full gable on the end of the house to kind of not have a big
Oh,
bill
thing
on it.
hanging off it. Yeah. All right, Dawn has no concerns. Abby?
None.
Okay, I just wanted you guys to see it first. Diane?
No.
Motion to approve.
John? Okay, Dawn's made Dawn made the motion to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it without them seeing it. Molly? There were several on here that were like an inch away from consent for you guys, but because of one little queeb here and there, it couldn't go to consent. Representing the applicant?
Nathan McMullen.
We just have to move along because there are people that have to leave. And I don't want to get into that situation like last week.
And if Chris is over here whenever.
Where is he? All right, Chris, you'll come up next. Did they get to you down there yet? Station's Pass, I take it? Yeah. Okay, Nathan, go for it. You have 2 issues.
2
Do
issues.
the simple one first.
The brick foundation is currently a new brick made to look old with lime mortar. Between, it is one. I found out later. Between the bank and Upper Main, there are 9, and those are they.
I think the issue really, Nathan, it had been painted black or dark green, and they said they were going to repaint it, and now they don't want to repaint it. But a lot of times people will paint them because the grout is not right, or the bricks are not right, so they paint it. Do you have a picture of what has been done, or what?
I do.
Well, that was the issue. We wanted to make sure that the brick used and the grouting pattern and the line mortar, if it wasn't going to be painted, is correct.
There are those dark.
Yeah, that's not right.
And we can do
Here,
it.
take that one.
I don't see anything else.
If you look at the photos I just gave you, they actually do. They look a lot more like that.
Not
As time passes, they're going to weather better. All bricks do, but they would rather not paint them.
I don't think they're going to have a choice here.
Why are they black, Nathan?
Why are some of them black?
Yeah.
There's only
You know
one
what, I
like
was
that,
not-
Nathan. There's only one like that,
But there is one.
but very few.
Paint that one.
I didn't order the brick, and I wasn't there, so I can't answer the question as to
No,
why.
I just meant in
Show
general,
John
why
the-
would...
Diane, show John the picture, please.
Well, the
why
story
would-
is first they tried to reuse the existing brick, which just fell apart. It was
Too soft,
scalding,
yeah.
too soft. So they selected a brick that they thought would look like it was weathered in anticipation for coming back here to ask that they not have to paint it.
They don't weather that
They,
well.
they purposely ordered a brick and installed it with lime mortar at this time to ask that it not be painted. The second issue, if I may,
Yeah.
would you like me to move on?
Yeah.
Is walks, and between Lower Main and Upper Main, there are 14. Only one of them is not painted. I know we get into not painting walks. I'm totally with that. I know out in the landscape, we're usually letting them weather. But this one looks like an anomaly. This is the only one of 2 on Main Street that's not white. They would like to paint it white, please.
You've got a wood roof.
There are other wood roofs.
Not one of these that you showed us is a wood roof. They are all asphalt.
I'm not sure that,
Yep. they're
why would
all
that
asphalt.
have to be,
Donald,
What did they want to paint?
the roof walk. We
Oh.
made a motion the last time and approved the roof walk
Right.
as natural to weather because the roof, very few wood roofs on Main Street, but it was a wood roof, and we normally don't put painted white roof walks on wood roofs because it looks really odd.
well, wood
And-
roofs are certainly becoming more in the norm than they used to be. And I think you're going to see a lot more downtown. Fire
Not with a-
rated,
Not with a white roof walk on it, though.
well,
I think that part of the reason we approved the roof walk was because with the combination of the wood roof and making the roof walk natural to weather, it was, and I think that was part of the discussion. This roof walk is actually, I don't think it's painted unless the paint's.
there's
really
one
worn.
that's not, that's correct. That's the one that's not painted.
They also don't have white trim on it, so it wouldn't make any sense to have that.
I think if you look up and down Main, this looks out of place.
I don't
The
think
rest
it will
are-
once it weathers to dry.
Was this roof walk already exist?
No, we
No.
approved it, as long as it was natural to weather.
You approved it with the band?
I'm sorry?
I'm showing with the vertical legs on the uninterrupted. You have photographs?
Well, the drawing does.
The drawing shows them interrupted.
No, the drawing shows them not interrupted, to go all the way through.
I mean, the
Where's the
post
picture?
interrupts.
Where's the picture
Where's the
of the
picture?
new roof walk? I don't know.
I think Mark has it.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's built wrong.
spelled wrong, too. Yep,
You can't match the roofs.
and you don't show it
It's
right,
not
you show
built
it
as
correct.
drawn.
That's an issue that's been applied for. I don't know what happened with it. That's between you and the
We have
builder.
buttons here.
I don't know what happened with that. I assumed it was taken care of.
It
Who's the
wasn't.
builder?
I can't speak to it.
Who was the
Did
builder?
you see these?
Frank Daly.
It's not the first one.
I,
I think that's just how he likes to build them.
aside from the walk, I think the most important thing to owners right now is not having to paint that foundation. Once it's painted, and it's not coming off.
They don't have to paint it black or as gray.
I know, we talked about green, we talked
Right,
about
we
a
got
lot of
gray.
colors.
We got tons of gray, tons of gray.
It's not, again, it comes down to the subjectivity of which I argued,
Yeah.
the original clapper. It's not something that they want on the base of their house. Again, they purposely went to great expense to make this foundation believable as an historic one.
I don't know where they got that idea that that was historic. The problem is. that
I
you-
wasn't there.
I know you had nothing to do with it. The problem is, it's not historic, Diane.
I think also, from looking at that photograph, if it is color accurate, is the color of those bricks
It's not right.
is, are not right also. The color is not right. The foundation bricks, my house has a brick foundation, which was, the front of it was replaced
Not painted.
in '78, not painted, and the bricks are redder the way the sidewalks are. I think that
No.
it looks like they've been bleached or washed or something. It's not to be picky. I just think it's a weird foundation.
Well, I knew you'd want to see them, so I brought them in.
Yeah.
That was
Did you
their,
take a look at it? I think these bricks are totally, when you look at it, the wrong color.
It's just,
They don't look red enough either.
the issue is it's
Not the
not the
right
right
brick.
kind of brick to leave unpainted.
Right.
Those dark ones.
But the other ones are yellow and not red.
Do you all think it might be
I'm not sure.
effective to, hold on, you think the roof walk has definitely got some problems, it's not gonna get a sign off. John, do you think
Because-
it's wrapped?
It's built.
He's done that before.
so,
It's gonna have to.
may I don't know where that is. May I say that you'll reconsider it after it gets corrected?
Well, we gotta think about that.
We have to resubmit for it.
I'm looking at that, and I'll give my opinion.
Yep.
I think the nut type bricks, there's no more in that area like that, there's too much black in it against the other light colors. Yeah, either paint it or put back the brick that was there, some other type of brick.
What if we tried to?
Excuse me.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
let him finish because there's
They're
more
making
wrong
their
than
problem
that.
our problem. Our problem is to make sure it's consistent with the neighborhood. And the
Understand.
bricks are not. That's number one. Number two, the roof walk. You got a wood roof, you should leave it unpainted if you get a permit for it. That's my comment.
Nathan, you got more going on. There's no point in arguing with this. There's some stuff wrong. You're gonna have to go through a checklist with Daley because he's painted the bulkhead white. He's also put galvanized grates on the window wells, and they're supposed to be black. Not that. And we've got the wrong brick, the wrong red brick on top of it. You've got the roof walk is
galvanized-
built wrong.
Galvanized grates are what
How
we
about the
use.
electric panel?
Are what we
Not in
use
town. We
every-
make them use black.
They
Absolutely
have to be
black.
painted black?
We go using black wrought iron.
Yeah, they
But
look
they
a lot
have to be
different than
black.
these industrial.
Okay.
We don't ever use those.
How about the electric panels that you're dealing with?
Another comment, you notice on the
Where
picture,
is it?
Hold on.
we're starting to approve
Side.
fiberglass downspouts. Although they're boxed, they're still
They are
exposed.
boxed.
You should run a box right down to the
It's
close to the into
exposed.
the
And it's
ground.
in the front.
It's
Should've brought
exposed
the
on the
picture.
front.
Anybody hear that?
Yeah, we got it.
Yes,
We
sir.
see it.
Oh, I said they ought to be run down as close to the ground instead of hanging out at the bottom of those.
The
Yeah.
boxes are supposed to end there. They're
Or
not
or
supposed
saw,
to keep
or
going.
saw it off.
Trouble is, there's so much, the old historic district area, we got to clamp down on it. We got too much stuff that's sliding by, people are doing it without pits, and they come in here crying. That's their problem, not mine. I got enough problems of my
Hold
own.
on one second, Nora. This is stuff that's beyond you, but you're gonna, we can't deal with it today.
You're gonna have to talk to them.
I don't know what he did for that roof.
I don't know either.
That hatch, that's not right either.
I know he was in here. I don't,
That, the stuff that we just brought up just now was never approved. Therein lies the problem.
and I don't know. You say it wasn't, then it wasn't.
We'll check it out.
Okay.
But
May I ask
this
one
stuff that
question?
happens when you're not there
I
anymore.
was, that's
the
right.
problem.
Okay.
I make a motion, we hold it for viewing. Get back, everybody get a look at it
Let's get a
again.
viewing and give
and
it
go
a
over it.
shot.
May I ask just one question about the brick, please?
Yep.
What if there is an effort made to take the black off?
I still don't think the red is correct,
It's
and John
not
is
the
right.
right color.
It's not the right
Black
brick.
off of brick.
That's the problem. That's why if we take a
Well,
view, we
color
can sort
brick,
of get
too.
the feel of the
Okay.
neighborhood. And
So
I'll
you're
give you
gonna
time,
take
and
a
I'll
view?
email you the list of things she's got to deal with.
Thank you. And in the meantime,
All right, so John's made a motion to hold for a review and try to figure it out. He'll come back next week. John's made a motion to review. All those in favor?
Aye. Do we need a list of stuff?
I'll email it to him.
Okay.
I think we might come up with more if we take a view. But it's beyond him, because once he gives him the plans, he expects it to be written and done the way it's supposed to be built. All right, we're going
It's
to
just
back
a view on
up.
your own, you don't need anything.
No. That's just going on the deal.
This is going to be a little short.
What you probably, we'll have to figure that out. But what we probably need to just send along is the locust plan so they know where they're going. Huh? I know, we have to do,
Who's next, Lund?
no, we're backing up to Kenny Coffins.
Okay.
He's up here.
Oh,
Representing the applicant? Okay. And this is another one of these buildings that's out at Kenny Coffin's, the pit. We've done all those storage buildings out there. This is just another storage building. But he's got an apartment on this. What's the other building? Is it barn board?
Vertical board.
Vertical board. The outside of it is vertical board. The shingle, right? We have some standing seam, this is shingle, right?
Shingle.
Okay, what color's the roof?
Steel black.
It's under 10 copies.
Where is the road that? Is this
Ship
out
lab.
of-
Yeah, it's in the pit. It's in the pit.
Oh, I just didn't know the name of the road.
I didn't realize it was Flint, they got different names.
Yeah. It's
None of which
vertical
I'm
board
familiar
shingles,
with.
so it's not just another that.
Okay. And the colors on the stairs and the windows?
Natural.
All right, natural weather and terracone windows. And the roof is dual black, it can't be architectural though. Does it say architectural or three-tech?
Architectural.
Yeah, architectural's gonna be tough on the
Is there a plot plan?
It's in the pit, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I'd like to know where.
Right next to the other 15 we've already done.
Yeah, Diane.
He's got it. John.
Here you go, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you.
Chris, is this truly shiplap?
It's shiplap. It's
That's, yeah, I know what
shiplap.
shiplap is. I just,
It's that rough
It's
stuff.
drawn more
that was-
well,
narrow.
no, it
This one's
has a
highlighted.
different joint.
Which
But
building's
it's drawn
going?
more narrow than it's really going to be. right?
This
Oh, I guess so. Thank you.
1x6?
Yeah, it's what they do on boats.
We don't have boats out there.
Motion to approve?
Can the roof be a 3-tile
They go to,
charcoal? 3-tile charcoal?
they're going to do it black.
Oh, black.
Yeah.
Do a black 310. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes. What do you got for Johnny?
Don's made a motion, John.
Abby did.
Sorry.
Abby made a motion. I knew it was in the side of me. Abby made a motion to approve, provided that the dual black roof be 3-tab. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, now we're back to David Lund. Yeah, he's down at DBA because the storage building, we have such a thing for storage in your house. Joanne, what is your email?
My name at Hotmail. Elizabeth
Spell
O'Rourke.
it all.
Elizabeth.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Or is it at E-L,
Yes, I
E-L-I-S-A? Yeah,
O'Rourke.
no apostrophe. R-R-U
RKB at Hotmail.
.com? I couldn't find you in there, I knew it was in there somewhere. Okay. What's going on?
The Lunds bought this little house and garden, and they wanted to just make it a little more private. So, wanted to put a couple gates and move the little patio that they had to more
We have
convenient
plans?
location.
We have
Not yet.
Just for the record, just for Terry's edification, and she does these later, this is Ferris Properties instead of Lund? On the agenda it's shown as Lund, is that,
Yeah, Lund is their name.
okay, the application just says Ferris. So I'm just, it's just for the minutes. That's it.
And here's a picture of existing, with the existing parking and
That's the one you showed us. The reason why this wasn't on consent, most of it's okay, except things moved around a little bit. Dawn and I are familiar with it. It moved the patio, I think, moved closer to the street. This is a corner lot, and the arbor was very close to the street.
But the patio is really no closer to the street, we're just moving it down towards the parking lot. See the dash line? That's the existing patio, we're moving
Yeah,
it
I
down
get it.
closer to the parking.
It's getting a little bigger, but I don't think
Yeah,
away from you.
that's
Okay.
it. And then the harbor is off of the parking, it's not on the street, just to give them a little privacy. And that's it.
Anybody have any problems with this?
Are there trees in front of the patio on the street side?
No.
No,
that a privilege?
no, we have to maintain that 15-foot, so it's back.
Yep, it's not right on the street.
Okay.
Anybody have any issues with this? Diane?
No.
Okay, John? Somebody make a motion?
Make motion to approve.
Diane's made a motion to approve, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Whenever there's a question, I'm not going to put them on consent.
Sure.
Ask questions.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Foley, same person with an S.
So Foley, it's in Squam, and it's a very long lot, and the house is towards the road, and they have an existing patio there, and they want to enlarge it just a little bit, because that's where they end up spending all their time.
Hang on, we don't have any.
Yep, I'm just giving you the verbal, so when you get the plan. And again, I have pictures of existing, and they're just reshaping the parking. Nothing that you get excited about.
Is got a patio where it is now?
Yeah, we're just extending it to the end of the deck, and then we're just reshaping the parking.
Is it at grade?
Yeah. We're not
I
changing.
couldn't figure that out. I didn't know if this was elevated on top of the deck.
No.
Because it was Farm Road, I couldn't tell.
Right.
So next time you do something over the top of the deck, make sure you, at grade,
Okay.
put it on the plan.
It's existing, we're just saying enlarged.
But we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You just say these are all at grade.
Okay.
All right. Anybody have any concerns now? They're at grade. In the locations where they already are. Diane?
What are we looking at for?
They're just expanding a patio at grade. I
At
couldn't
grade.
tell what it was when
All
I was
right.
looking at it.
Oh, I see it over there. Yeah.
Where's the plan of the gate? What's it look like?
I included,
I know where it is.
it's
Is it
right
this
there.
one?
It's right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
There
also-
you go.
Oh, yeah, it was a swoop. Anybody have any trouble with a swoop in the gate?
It's on
I
a
don't think
private
you
way.
see this.
No.
Okay. That's another reason why I didn't do it. Somebody want to make a motion? Make a
So moved.
motion to approve. Diane's made a motion to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
That was unanimous.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to do 9, 10, 11, and 12 all together. Where are you? 13. 9, 10. 9, there should be only 4. Demo move off, demo cottage, demo barn, demo pump house. Oh, the pump house.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fine.
There are 5.
So what do you want to look at first now?
The main
Main
House.
house have everything on it?
main house.
Start looking at the plan, the main house have everything? Never mind. Come about the main house?
Just give us the main house, please.
Me.
Who's missing here? You're missing. I can't open those, Diane. I have to have Evan open that. I used to open all mine.
They're too tight, those.
I can't, I take a knife and lift them up and hold.
I didn't bring one. I usually have one.
All right, look at the front page. All the buildings are on the front page. This is, if you take a left off of Colchis Road and go down, it's a huge piece of property on the left.
Well, garden.
Yeah, take a left off of Colchis,
Left
on the
on the
Gardner,
Gardner.
it's on the left side behind Slozik's Farm. But past the Slozik's Farm's house, their house is the next one down.
The house that looks over there, cornfields over, right?
No,
No, that's beyond that.
There's a little pond, if you go down Gardner Road, you can't really see it from Gardner Road, but there's a little pond off to the left-hand side.
Behind the farm.
And this collection of buildings is down by that pond. The pond shows up on the site plan.
What's the age of the main house?
Okay, the age of the main house is, make sure I'm looking at the right thing, is circa 1940. That's from the assessor's card. But they had a fire in, well, actually, they had a fire sometime prior to 2012, and they rebuilt it in 2012. So I don't know whether anyone took a site viewing of this, but all the windows and doors are all Andersons.
So it is not an old house anymore.
No.
And they either want to move it or demo it?
One demo.
Request for demo and then slash new, I just.
Oh, there we go.
Looks brand new.
It is.
Have you done another one yet?
The prior owner redid everything, and I think the prior owner redid everything to try and market the property. But it's basically been sitting there. I'm sorry, Abby, did you say something?
Diane.
I said it looks brand new.
It is brand new. I mean, I don't think they've even moved furniture in or anything. It's just gone and sitting there.
And you have new owners,
Yes.
and they want to...
Oh,
The what?
the exterior is done.
Oh, there is no interior, guys. It's just a shell to look pretty on the lot. Who does that?
I know somebody.
There's a few.
People at 88 Surfside Road, that house, we moved there and went back down, there's nothing inside.
But there's no nothing inside. What, Matt?
It did.
Yeah. All right, does anybody have any problem with whatever this is, moving to wherever or demolishing again? It's already been there once.
The main house was there, as you say, in the 40s, late 40s.
Right.
I've hunted all through there. Over the years, they've added this and that, and this and that, so it's a nondescript house right now.
Well, John, this isn't that house anymore, it burnt down. This is a new house to look like. Why does anybody do that? All right, so anybody,
Put it on Nantucket reuse.
somebody want to make a motion here?
Yes, make a motion to do it.
Good, move or demo?
Okay.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay.
You have to hold it 60 days if you don't.
Oh, yeah, well,
And you know, even though there's no kitchen in it, so I'm not
They
exactly
built
sure
a
what it is.
chimney. They even,
Yeah, it is here. It's kind of an interesting house if somebody wants to take it. I think it'll move easily.
yeah.
it's a nice house on the addition.
Now, someone might buy it, he lives next door.
Yeah, as long as somebody's close by, they can take it.
That's what I want to do here for these. All right, we got demo cottage. Age on the cottage?
I have on here circa 1930, again, from the assessor's card.
Okay.
Do you guys have pictures of all this stuff in your packages?
Not coming out, so just.
Okay, so here it is. You can pass that around.
We got it, we got it.
It's the,
Oh, my God. It's a converted chicken coop, John.
I actually think it is.
I think it's probably converted.
And you have a
chicken coop.
real chicken coop coming up in a second.
Okay, anybody have a problem with this? John has no issues. Abby?
No.
John?
No problem, make a motion.
that's the cottage already.
It is, that's mine. 'cause that is-
There's the sink outside.
Don't give us those for now.
Tombstone.
All right, John's made a motion. Who made a motion?
I did.
John's made a motion to approve the demo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, there's no move on that one. Did I sign something?
Not yet.
No, where did that?
Number one
The one
we
that went
signed.
back needed to make sure that it's marked demo or move. Abby, let me see it.
It's on the application.
Okay, good. Sometimes you only check one box. This is only a demo on this one. All right, that was unanimous. Now we have the demo of the barn. Show it. Not coming out.
And here, we don't have an age, unlike the other two for
Here is the barn. We don't know what this is. It didn't show up on the aerial, so we don't know what it is or when it's up there.
But it's on the property now. And
Fair sized barn. it looks
they
like.
want to demo that?
Can I, we're on the barn now?
Yep.
It's possible that Slozak may want to take it, so that would be a real easy move, so
Yeah.
we're just suggesting
Demo
doing a
or
move/demo on that one.
Do you know what the age is on this one?
No,
He has no idea.
with no information on that one.
And it's in better shape than the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking
It's
barn.
really
It
nice.
is, very simple.
And if Slozak can just slide it across, he's got a great place to put it.
Yeah, it's kind of ideally situated for him to
I'd rather,
use.
You want to just a move for now?
What do you say, boss?
It's too complicated.
Okay.
Motion,
Everything's contingent on everything else.
motion
Yeah.
approved.
All right, John, you want to do a move or demo?
Yeah.
Okay, John's made a motion to approve a move or demo.
I'd approve just a move, because I think it might be historic.
No.
We don't know.
All modern, what's the outside is certainly modern construction. What's on the inside?
You know, I don't know.
It's all
I
been
could go
redone,
inside
it's
and
not
take some
sagging.
pictures and stuff.
I'd
wanna hold
I'd
it?
be more comfortable if I
Yeah.
knew
All right.
it wasn't,
Abby, make a motion to hold it for next Tuesday for more
I can
information.
take a peek inside.
okay, I make that move.
On the agent.
Yes.
Abby's made a motion to hold for next Tuesday and then you don't have to be here.
No, I'll take some pictures and just.
Let me finish the motion. Abby's made a motion to hold for next Tuesday for more information on the age of the structure. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Pump house. Did you look at the 38 aerials and the 40s and the 57s on this?
Well, Ann does all that stuff for me. She's very thorough.
You may not have been able to find the other one. This is
Oh,
on,
oh,
this is on
well.
the 38 aerials.
The pump house?
No, I just want you to, the property is on the 38 aerials.
Oh, yeah.
It goes out that far.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all the information on age. This is the pump house. Anybody have any issue with this coming down? Oh my God, what happened to that?
Did it sink?
No.
No,
High
it's,
on one side.
It's really
50%
not
of this
one
building is underground.
And the rest is
It's like
concrete.
concrete block and then a little sort of roof pad on top of
side.
it.
John, any concerns?
No, motion,
Diane?
Is it a working well?
I have no idea.
It's just there.
I don't know.
Who knows? Dawn, any concerns? Dawn has no concerns. John has no concerns. He's already made the motion. I'll hold his motion for a second. Anything else over there, Abby?
Well, I think if we make all efforts about the barn, I'd forego this one, but this looks pretty old too.
That one has a block
It has a
foundation,
block
on it,
foundation.
which, you know, I mean.
Cinder block.
Yeah.
Blocking a door, a really tall door.
Or, yeah, this is not, this is just sitting there.
I'd like
John's made a motion to approve.
Maybe we could add that, include information about the well. I think it's interesting to maintain the well places in these old farms.
Yeah, I'll take a
The
look.
well itself is
Well,
a
I'm going out there
It's
anyway.
out of
And
our
more interesting
jurisdiction.
site for the people. I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise it's just another.
This is not the sort of thing that could be moved, you know, because
Right.
like, it's really just a roof on top
Sure,
of
I see
a.
that, yeah.
John's made a,
Him.
John's made a motion to approve the demo. All in favor?
aye.
With that added to it.
Mhm.
Historical information on the well.
Yeah, please.
Okay, that was it. Yes, and now we've got the chicken coop.
We did the chicken coop.
No, it was a chicken coop. It then turned into a cottage.
Is the other, this is
The other chicken coop, it really is chickens.
Now, I have an anonymous taker for this one.
We don't even know.
No. Diane wants it.
Go Diane.
I'm going to have chickens on Union Street. Damn right.
I think that's fantastic.
They had, well, so many articles about having chickens in town.
Everybody had them.
She's got one for it.
Anybody have any trouble with this? John's already folded it up. This is a demo or move. Yeah, this is a demo or move.
So move.
Oh, John's already beaten me to it.
Back of a pickup truck.
Anybody have anything else to say?
There's a pretty interesting parlor bathroom scale thing.
Oh, you're looking at the trash?
Yeah, we're not
There's
talking
a
about
whole
that.
gym set, you know, like weights
We
and
don't
stuff
have
like
time,
that.
people are leaving.
Okay.
John's made a motion to demo or move. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, that was unanimous. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to take a break for a second because Dawn may have to leave. And we're going to go, she has an ill child at home. We're going to have a discussion about the open meeting law violations, alleged violations for February 6th. There are two of them, one by one sister, one by the other sister. Here's the interesting, I'll give you the history on this one. This didn't take too long to figure out. Hold on, move that demo. That's going, that, we don't need to do that. That's already been put on. On February 6th, on Friday, January 31st, I talked to town council about this yesterday. On January 31st, James filed several agendas that had revisions because I think there was just some working through stuff that had to be fixed and put on. And he filed and then he called town clerk and told him they were there, and then the town clerk called him back and said, you have too many revisions in here, which one do you want us to use? It's always the last one that comes in, and I don't know why they had any confusion with that, but they called him back and he said, use the last one that I submitted, which was the correct one for February 4th. No problem. So February 4th was posted, and he sent in, I guess, a revision based on the February 4th revisions for February 6th, which is a Thursday meeting, and they never looked to see that there was a last one for February 6th. So the town clerk never, and he had the right conversation, it was all reasonable, and the town clerk did not post February 6th, though it was there at the
4th.
same time.
It was
She posted the 4th.
4th.
She did not post February 6th because she didn't see the date February 6th on the last one filed for February 6th. Because if he filed a couple of revisions for the 4th, they would have been the same revisions for the 6th. And she didn't see that there was a February 6th there, and town clerk's office never posted it. Terry found out about it before our meeting, which is why she wasn't here at the meeting when we asked. Nobody answered. So we were never told that it was not duly posted for February 6th until, I believe, 48 hours after that. So we realized that. On February 18th, we posted ratification of everything, if you all remember that, of everything that transpired. There's only like 3 of us here that day. We posted on February 18th to ratify the 6 votes that we took on February 6th. So they are duly in the minutes, and I sent that up to town council. So we've already taken care of it, rectified it, which is what we're going to do for August 13th eventually when they give me the language. And so he said, you're going to have to still find that there was an open meeting law violation technically for February 6th, not of our own making. And then the town council's been crafting the letters and sending the letters to the Attorney General, so we don't have to do anything after voting. Yes, it was an open meeting law. There were 2 complaints, one from each sister. Yes, there was an open meeting law violation on February 6th, but it has already been addressed, and all those votes have already been ratified on February 18th, and that's the motion he wants us to do. Is that clear enough? It was like going forward, going backwards, going forward, going backwards.
But the open meeting law violation was created not through anything
that will
HDC.
That's right.
Okay.
And that will all be addressed in the letter to the Attorney General. And then
Okay.
we have now since been made aware of it, and we immediately scheduled it at the first available date and ratified those votes.
Okay. Well, I think it's important to make it known on the tape and the rest of the stuff because the HDC is being trashed and our staff members are being trashed by other people saying that we were at fault, and
He did everything right.
right, so we were not at fault, and that should be known.
It was administrative.
Administrative error, not our administrative error.
The town
Right.
clerk.
Yep. And he knows that. I've sent all that up to town council because that
Okay.
goes in the letter that goes to the Attorney General.
Well,
But we did nothing, our staff did nothing wrong on this one. It just didn't get posted. So somebody want to make a motion to that effect?
to ratify.
No, we've already ratified the votes. The motion would be that there was an open meeting law violation on February 6th.
We were unaware.
We were unaware of it until after the meeting. It was not administrative error on the HDC's part. However, it appears it's an administrative error on the town clerk's part.
All right,
And it
so
was never
move on.
posted, and we have rectified it because we have since validated those votes.
Subsequently ratified the
So,
votes of the
Is
next
that your
available.
motion?
Yes.
Did we ratify the votes?
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
A week
Did we
ago.
list those?
February 18th. It was all listed separately, it was done correctly
Okay.
according to town council. So Katie, I can go over what the real motion is, if you can't get the language for it, but that's Diane's motion.
I think if just state it clearly one more time, because Terry's still going to develop the minutes and he's going to.
The motion is that there was, I just said it again, the motion is that there was a violation on February, an open meeting law violation on February 6th that was ascertained after the meeting. The agendas were sent down, one of the agendas was not, and there was a conversation between our staff and that staff. It was not of our administrative error, it was an administrative error at the town clerk's office because the second agenda for Thursday was not posted. The items have since been rectified and reaffirmed at the February 18th, 2014 meeting. No further action is necessary. That's your vote, right? That's your motion, right?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. John, are you in favor?
Yes.
Okay, that was unanimous. All right, and that's for both open meeting law complaints, correct, Diane?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. We don't need to schedule Barnabas Lane rescission hearing, which is also under other business, because that's going over, that's being done at the beginning of Tuesday's meeting.
What is that? What?
I don't want to go into it now, because none of them are here. Hamilton? Anybody here for
I need
Hamilton?
that.
All right, so nobody's here for Hamilton? We'll pass it over for now.
Is there anything you need? No, because this is all there.
Oh, no. Sconset House, it was crossed off. Why is that crossed off? I didn't put it on there. Staff put it on there before. I don't know where it came from.
This is the agenda posted by you, I thought. Nobody
I
else
took
made
it off the agenda that was posted on Friday. And then all of a sudden, John showed me his agenda where Sconset House was crossed off.
These agendas were posted by Ann Barrett, who was instructed by you to print them. And
I will say it again. It was on the agenda on Friday. And so we just carried it over to Tuesday, and we never got to it because it was so far down on the agenda. But John just showed me one where Sconset House was crossed off. So if there's something with it, I don't know what it is. I didn't put it on the agenda Friday. It came to us on the agenda Friday. So we left it on there because we never got to it. So is it in the box or not?
it is not in the box.
Okay, so we'll have to figure out what that is, because nobody knew
I
anything
think
about
they
it.
may have deferred it to later or something.
Ms. Williams?
Yeah,
That's actually Sunset House. It's not
That's what I
Sunset
thought.
House. And I, as you know, represent the people up next door at 13 Hallowell. I had written a letter with various objections to this, just so that they're noted in the file.
do we have any idea, is Mirka?
She's
came
away.
She came with
Mirka
somebody
is-
else,
Is in Europe.
but she did come with somebody else when she came in for that. Remember, Sarah, it wasn't just you and Mirka, that she had somebody with her that was representing her. This isn't your project, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's Lisa's house. She's not handling, this is a hardscape issue, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when is Mirka back, do we know?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I texted Lisa and she hasn't responded. She's down.
All right, somebody make a motion to put Sunset House over to the beginning of Tuesday's meeting?
So moved.
Okay. John, that's going over?
Sunset or Sconset?
It's supposed to be
Sunset.
Oh,
Sunset.
Sunset.
All those in favor of moving it to the beginning of Tuesday's meeting?
Aye.
Okay. And if she's not here for Hamilton either, but there are revisions on that one, so we might as well look at Hamilton. We'll look at it at the end. Is anybody here for Peter Zecker? No, he's downstairs. Nova? She's also downstairs. Tara's?
Yep.
All right, let's go to Tara's then. Sorry about that, Katie, but we're down to number 18 at the moment. John, we're on 18 right now.
Okay.
What is West Bay?
Westway Development, yeah.
Oh, is that what he is now? Yes. What happened to whatever they call it?
I think that's the landscape division.
West Bay.
Where's West Bay?
West Bay Development, Jeffrey Schulich,
Oh. And what's the other one?
Nantucket, the other one's Terra Firma.
And Terra Firma is his landscape.
His landscape.
I've never heard of West Bay.
Ah,
So this
he's
is the
been doing
building
that for a
firm?
while.
I always call Terra Firma. Of course, I call it City.
I call it.
I call it.
All right, so this is West Bay representing the applicant.
Sue Ellen Delcourt,
Spelled,
DELCOURT,
let's see what one word.
2 words.
It's coming in
So
pieces.
S-U-E,
DEL.
2 words. And,
Irina,
remember,
Irina,
I-R,
I, and
last
DJ,
name, what is it?
DJER, DJ. DJER, DJ. Right?
D, did you get that one, Katie?
Yeah.
It's Irina, D-J-E-R-D-J. Pronounce it.
Judge.
Okay, get that one. All right, go for it. What's going on?
We're here before you for the hardscape pool and fence application.
So let the record
27
reflect that Dawn left at 2 o'clock.
417 Nantucket. Basically, they're proposing a pool in the back of the house, won't be visible, but is from the street. Once the garage goes in, the garage and the main house have been already approved, and the main house is built, and the garage is permitted and ready to be built. pictures, if that helps.
What kind of fencing?
So we're proposing, there's an existing, around the back perimeter of the property, there's an existing split rail fence. We're proposing to set a post at every, the split rail is only like 3 feet high, and by code, pool fencing needs to be 4 feet. So we're proposing to put a wire mesh fence behind the split rail fence. So I think it's actually, it's proposed here as a 48-inch high black wire mesh fence. So we're proposing to put a 4x4 post behind it and attach the fence to it.
To what? Is it going to be exposed?
That's
This is why I couldn't figure out what was going on, I've got to tell you, at all.
So along the back perimeter of the property,
Well, let me get this straight. You're going to put a 4-foot wire mesh coated
correct,
pool fence behind the split rail fence?
correct,
How much distance between the pool fence and the split rail fence?
0. It'll be right on top of it. It will be,
That's the problem.
okay.
Plus, how do you screen it? If you've got 2 fences right next to each other,
No,
how
no,
do you
no,
screen
no,
it?
no. So the screening will be in front of, and behind the split rail fence is all almost head height natural grasses. I can probably
Give me the inside. That's why
Okay.
this made no sense to me.
So inside is all planter beds, all right? Then you have the split rail fence, and then attached to this, you might as well even call it attached to the split rail fence, is the wire pool fence that's 2 code at 48 inches high. Does that make sense?
Do you have one more plan?
You and I got the little ones. We've all got the little ones.
No,
I
we
brought a
don't
big
all
one.
have little ones.
I don't know why we didn't get the big ones. But here's the
You
problem.
know, mine.
Here's the problem. You've got, John should know this property because we had to deal with that fire break. Remember, John, the fire break that could be accessed from the planning board?
It's all visible.
You've got,
Location, can I just see which one it is?
it's at the very back.
Can I just look at
Here,
this?
John.
The-
Here's the problem. You've got a fire break there, but that's not a big deal to me. But you've got the 2 fences on the property line, which means you don't control the screening on the other side of that fence. We've been telling everybody these fences have to be pulled in. They cannot be on the property lines.
We could put the mesh on the inside of the split rail fence if you prefer.
That's not going to help you. Your split rail fence is right on your property line, and you don't
Correct.
control the screening on the outside of it.
It's already planted, it's already there, correct, and it's,
But that's not your control. We have been telling everybody they need to pull these perimeter fences off the perimeter so they control the screening on the outside of the fence. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
completely understand.
It has to be entirely contained within the lot. And when I looked at this the other day, I'm going, how are you going to do that? Because John's brought that fire break up before. So I think you've got a problem with the fence location. Or, John, Diane, Abby, you pull this the split rail can stay there forever. It cannot be involved with the mesh. You pull the pool fence in around the pool.
It's
Yeah,
tiny.
that's, what- you need to
The
bring it right
problem
in.
with that is that the pool is tiny, the area is tiny, and the grade change is extreme there. So here's the problem.
Here's your deal. The house is under construction. Somebody want to put this on the view list?
Yeah.
Because you got to do something. You cannot put that mesh fence on the perimeter. You don't own the screening that's on the outside of that fence. You haven't been here for a while to know this,
Yeah.
but we've had problems with these privet fences, the fences in the privets, because they don't own the other side. And somebody comes along and clears to their property line,
This
and
is
all of this
conservation
time.
land.
Conservation public property.
It's still wide open there at the moment. So
Right,
John's
they-
made a motion to put it on the view list and figure out how to get that mesh fence off the property line.
Just one more.
Yeah. John?
I have a comment. To put a 3-foot high fence and a 4-foot wire fence next to it, it's going to be above it, right? It's going to be
mesh.
highly visible.
the theory was the black mesh would be invisible.
Not with the posts. The posts have to be wood.
So the post would line up with the split rail post. So yes, you'd have a foot of post that rises above this. Another proposal would be to put a 3-rail split rail fence and then attach the mesh to it to get us to code height.
Normally, we don't approve triple rails, but it depends on the visibility, which is why we have to go see it.
Okay.
It's one of the last
not
ones being
visible.
built in there.
No.
Around the corner, they've already been approved to the other one.
You can get
Yes.
4 foot high above the ground, split rail fence, and 2 rails. They can order a
Right,
special.
so we could do that
They can
and then
special order.
attach the mesh to it. That's perfectly acceptable.
We're not doing that right now.
They're going in there, we're going to see
I'd
what
like
you're
to
going to
see
present.
how visible the,
Right.
I brought photos. Does that not help?
No.
I want
So John's made a motion to hold for review. That's only Tuesday.
You want Mark to answer?
Hold it till Tuesday?
Yeah.
To review it.
Here.
Also, on the wall, the stuck-on rock.
It's not
the retaining-
stuck on
Okay,
rock.
all right, just
Is the
checking.
wall up already?
No,
Where's
nothing.
the
All
wall?
right, so in
It
your,
goes down off towards the end.
so in your plan, this is the retainer's wall to hold back the grade. All right, here's the perimeter fence that follows the split rail, and like I said, we would be fine with replacing that and putting the mesh to it. And then the gate section that we're asking for is just here and here.
Oh, that's not the big
And
deal.
here.
Gate's not an issue.
Would you put some stakes
Where that retaining wall
where the
is?
where the 4 corners of the retaining wall are going to be?
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
Yeah, it's a long retaining wall. How deep is it? 3 feet?
It's the most, it's 3 feet. We're going to try and minimize the height. I think it kind of depends on holding back, but the most at 3 feet, but it's going to start at probably a foot and work its way up to hold back grade.
what are you proposing for the retaining wall?
We've got a picture on
There's
where
a-
your thumb is.
It
Yeah.
looks like it's
Your
stuck on,
thumb.
but if you say it's
not.
natural.
It's real cobbled stone.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a view, and you're going to stake those 4 corners.
Yep.
All those in favor of taking the view?
I'm in favor.
Okay.
I have 15 more
I know, that's
minutes.
why we're trying to go. We're not going
Thank
to argue
you.
with this anymore. Wall Street, is anybody here for that?
Yep.
Okay. 19 and 20, 24 Walsh, representing the applicant.
Chris O'Connell.
We had so much discussion, I could have gone on consent, but we had so much discussion on this because it came from the cliff and went down there.
Right,
And then
right.
they put back a lot of the stuff they took off it when it came from the cliff.
Yeah,
Including, was clappered.
at one time, yeah.
I put this on here, guys, because this was the house that moved from the cliff. Diane, remember this one down the ramp point? And they took all the fine stuff that was on the cliff off it
Yeah.
when they brought it down. And over the last couple of years, we've been putting the nice stuff back on it. It was clappered, I looked it up, it was clappered on the
Yeah,
cliff
they
when it
have
came down.
a picture of it.
You got
It
the
shows
picture? And they want to put the clapboard back on the front. And they want to put the similar doors around from the original structure.
And that's the
back
other,
on
yeah,
front.
we were holding off to try to match that
Yeah.
as best we could with the picture.
They're matching the original door surround, which from the drawing it looked like that was. And what color is the clapboard going to be? Gray?
We're looking
Yeah.
for, yes, cement gray,
Which
the
is,
second one down.
which is this one is very similar to Quaker gray. Diane? Cement gray.
Third one down,
The second one
Second one
down.
down, right there.
that's what the trim's going to be?
That's going to be
Clapboard.
for the clapboard, yeah.
Clapboard.
White
The
trim.
trim.
White trim, yeah.
We've already
And I
did the
think
white
like a
trim.
Hamilton blue door, I think.
Yeah.
And 3-tab roof?
No, that's a red cedar roof.
Good.
Anybody have any issues with going back to the old ways?
The only question was, this is clapboard to weather.
Clapboard to weather, what's that? We're thinking
Leave it
about
natural.
doing like a 3-inch, oh, to weather.
That's what to weather means, leaves it natural.
You
You're going
don't
to paint
want
it?
that.
No, no,
Show
no,
them
no,
the
no,
document.
no.
The application says gray.
It's gray, John, on the application.
Yeah.
Signs say natural red?
No.
Where do you get that?
Next question,
It does say clapboard to weather, he's right.
clapboard to weather.
No, well, we definitely don't want
Well, take
that.
that, John, cross it off. Diane, cross off to weather on your plan. Because the application drives us, I didn't want to avoid confusion. It's on the big plan, Diane?
Yeah.
Throw it over here, I'll open it.
A motion to approve?
Abby's made a motion to approve. Okay,
John, you're smart.
we're not done with the motion, please. Abby's made a motion to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that was unanimous. And then we had the hardscaping. I only had one question on that one.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, except for like a little thing here and there, it was not an issue.
Okay.
It was gonna look fine. It was a fine looking house before it was.
It was, but man, it's been a lot of years of the.
We need another one, please?
No, it's all right.
Diane, do you have one? All right, come over and get it in there. Oh, I know why. The AC unit.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Diane, it's gonna be longer than that. Diane, it's gonna be longer than that.
She'll be leaving
In 15 minutes.
out there.
The issue with this, because the driveway is perfectly fine,
Mm-hmm.
was the fact that they had a 5-in-1 fence. Where is that? Is that on the back? Oh, their AC units surrounded by a 5-in-1 fence are too close to Galen Avenue. If you can figure that out, it's on the corner of, they had it up in the yard, didn't they?
It's up in the air, yeah.
On Wall Street, and then it goes down Galen, Diane.
Yeah.
And the AC units are fairly close to Galen Avenue.
Right.
I would rather have them move back,
Okay,
away from Galen Avenue.
what about with the deck? Like keep it
Where's the
elevated?
deck? Where is the
See,
deck?
there's
In the back?
But how much of it?
it goes all around the back and then those
Right
stairs
here?
that come down,
Can they
right?
go over, can they go right here or something?
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a-
they could, it's just that it's elevated so high that it's, it's gonna have to be like about 4 feet up off the ground on a
Well, it's
platform.
gonna have to be on the platform inside the 5-in-1.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you just move move it back over here somewhere, further back from Galen,
Uh-huh.
it could even go back to here, as long as it's not sitting right on Galen. That's
Okay.
why it wasn't on consent. Not that they don't all have AC units that are elevated surrounded by 5-in-1 fences, it's just the fact that it was so close to Galen, I just
I mean, if
wanted
we-
you
if
guys
we-
to look at it.
Put a bush or a tree in front of it, is it something that could work that
We
way?
moved them all, but we were moving them back off the road face.
Yes.
It looks really weird.
All those electrical equipment down there in the floodplain, all has to be up,
Up above, yeah.
same thing as the foundation
Right,
has to be
and
up.
this is like one of those heat pumps that only sticks off the wall about 20 inches maybe.
Yeah.
It's a very narrow unit.
But it looks like you have almost an outdoor shower situation that close to the road. John, do you agree that it should go back somewhere?
Right, is that an outdoor shower?
No, it's actually the air conditioning units on a platform surrounded by the same fence.
Yeah, I'd move it back within, say, 6 or 8 feet from the bottom of the stair,
Okay.
back in here
Yep.
somewhere.
That's not a
Here
problem.
somewhere.
I
Yep,
think
we can do that.
it'd be back far enough.
Probably 10 feet. Does 10 feet work for everybody?
10 feet off Galen.
10 feet further back from where it is right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that could work easy.
Okay, somebody want to make that motion? Diane's made the motion to remove the unit and the fence, and I think it's natural to weather.
Is
that natural weather?
What is it? I don't even know what it says.
It's not going to be painted. It will be natural to weather, put it that way.
Okay.
Diane's made a motion to move the unit and the natural to weather fence, 5-in-1 fence, and they're this way, not this way. The lattice.
Oh, not square, but diamond?
Vertical, no, vertical.
You want to do it?
Yeah, not
Okay.
this.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, all right, so 5-in-1 fence, natural to weather, move the whole unit back 10 feet farther back than where it is now. And I put that into staff.
Okay.
All those in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Great. Thank you.
Brundell, anybody here from Brundell? Do we have the file? We didn't have it the last couple of times.
I have the file.
Very good. Representing the applicant?
Sonna Payne,
All right, you're gonna have to spell that.
SANNE, PAYNE.
Katie doesn't.
Yeah, I realize that.
It's SANNE.
Keith Grasham, are you related? Yeah. My maiden name is Hanson, so it's Emma Keeson. But very, very far back. I have some photos. Okay. Diane? Thanks.
We've been doing this for ever. I thought we were not having.
All right, so yeah, this is I know Lindsay's been doing a lot of landscaping things.
I met him out there.
So I am here for a porch because the garage is changing into a family room, and so on the southwest side, we'd like to, on the second floor where there's a triple window, put in sliders there, and where the two garage doors are now, put in two sets
Guys.
put in sliders as well, down there. A triple sliders in each is what fits into the opening. It's that side of the house, well, a lot of the house is really not visible from public view. And then we're also adding a chimney on the other side. If you look at the southeast elevation, over on the right-hand side. A porch over where the garage is now.
Okay, the garage is going away.
The garage is going
We're
away,
gonna give
turning
you
into a
permission.
family room. So, what?
I think the only reason, I didn't have a scale
Okay.
at my disposal when I looked at this, and I thought it was 10 feet, and it is 10 feet.
And it's,
And that's why I didn't go to consent, but you can't really see it. You gotta come all the way down the driveway to actually see it when it's all natural weather. So I didn't know how you all felt about that. John? John, where is it on here? This is where, that's another.
this is Lindsay's plan. It is right here. So it's above that table, and then the stairs wrap down here.
Where's the 10-foot piece? There's an 8-foot piece here.
This is, it comes across, it's the length of his deck, of his patio.
Okay, so the patio below is 10 feet,
Yes,
and so the deck is 10 feet.
yes.
And it's right here.
It's above where that Lindsay has
And
the
this is
table.
where you have to come to get to it, and you cannot see it.
Where's the chimney going?
The chimney is going on the main part of the house, all the way over to the right. You see, on the southeast elevation.
Is that
Yeah.
high enough to?
It's actually, it is, because it's actually, they're going to put in a gas, and it's really just a visual thing.
I mean, if you
So
guys
it's
are
not-
comfortable with the 10 feet due to lack of visibility, I could go there because I know the lot very well. But it's up to you guys.
I'm just, I don't have a concern about that, but the chimney, look, what is that? Is it parged or
Parged,
brick? Or
yeah.
And you can't see that either.
Yeah, the site's really,
They've done a good job.
it's hard to, see anything from.
So it's
They
up
don't
to you
get a
guys.
rainy summer.
Diane,
Yeah?
where do you stand on these, the chimney and the deck?
Chimney and the deck are, I think, are okay. If they're facing the southwest,
Then you're gonna go with minimal visibility?
it's going to be minimal visibility.
Having,
So I don't understand, this comes across, this,
Yeah, that's just so the access for the stairs. So it just comes out the 3 feet, 3.5 feet, so that we can go down the side.
and then,
paper cut.
oh no.
Okay, look,
If you look
this
at
is
the
where it is,
plan,
right there, on top of the existing patio. The chimney's going in here.
Are they going to build another garage?
no,
It's
it's not,
good.
as far as I know.
They're just going to get rid of it.
Yes.
Have we finished on the hardscaping on this?
It was existing, a lot of it's existing.
Yeah.
I know it's existing,
When they
but we
built
still
the
have
house,
to do the,
when they built the house, all of that went in when they built the house, because as long as I've known the house, it's all been there. So we're not even doing the housekeeping.
I'll make a motion to approve
Do the minimal visibility,
to the minimal visibility.
it's all natural weather, which is nice. John?
And my comment is that innocent above the first floor, and that whole area out there of Tom Nevers is visible. No matter, there's so many roads there, you can't miss anything on the second floor. And that's why I find that the 10-foot is within the purview of this commission, you know? It should be 8 feet, so there's a hell of a problem there, you know?
All right, John.
I'm very consistent in my decision.
Diane's made a motion, or Abby's made a motion to approve due to minimal visibility. All in favor?
Nobody has any comments about what I just said?
Yeah, I already put that out there.
No, you didn't check everybody before you took a motion.
No, I said I held it until you spoke.
Never mind, I'm not saying a word.
I held your motion until you spoke.
I think that there, unfortunately,
Forrest left the barn out?
yes.
Fine, you got the vote, fine.
All right, we're done with that. So Abby's made a motion, I don't know what that one is, Diane, that just came to you, but Abby made a motion to approve due to
This is
minimal
24
visibility.
walls.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? John?
Yes.
John's opposed.
Thank you.
Abby, myself, and...
That's Wall Street.
Yeah, okay. That's 3-1, so that's yes.
Is that Kendrick that we were on?
Yeah. Burke? If Abby has to leave, that's where we're moving.
I think this is
Abby,
my last
vote.
one.
I know when you leave, and I know when Abby leaves. I got this in my head, John, I know. Like clockwork. Josh,
Should be quick.
You had all this up in your head, or that other things?
too much crap.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay, Mary Burke representing the applicant.
Matthew McEachern.
Okay.
That's
Kendrick. C, capital E, A, C, H, E, R, N.
McEachern. Italian. Yeah. Italian kilt.
So,
Is this the only building on this lot?
yes, you've actually already approved this. These are just some minor window
That's what I couldn't
changes.
figure out.
Yeah.
Right there, a shed on the lot, you say there's no other building.
Is that an existing shed?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sorry.
But this is why I didn't know if this was a new building, or if this was revision, because nothing is circled.
Okay, sorry about that.
So
It
what is
should be-
supposed to be circled?
Basically, the windows, there's windows on the second floor, pretty much where the porch is. See that porch side?
We had a good discussion about
Right,
it.
the porch was actually higher, and so we had no windows on that side. So I'm sorry, this should be clouded.
So what's clouded? Only the east elevation?
Correct. The windows on the second floor. are the
There,
east.
right there. John, only those are clouded. We've already approved the building. I have no clue.
Sorry about that, that's a mistake on our part, that shouldn't happen.
Now,
Oh,
why are these clouded? Because these are previously approved.
actually, sorry, look at the
That's what I'm
second.
saying.
What are you
What
talking
is
about?
happening?
Spacing of these windows.
Oh, you're confusing me, sorry, Lynn. If you look at the second page, it says previously approved.
Yeah,
All right,
that looks the same.
okay, now last page. Sorry, that's it.
All right, and then, again, I didn't know if we'd already done this. Or
No,
what
that's
happened.
all it is.
I knew we had a
So we did
discussion
cloud
about
it.
the porch.
I take my apology back.
Okay.
It was
Take your
unnecessary.
apology back.
Now we're getting.
Anybody have any
Yeah.
problem with this? This is far better than that. No, I think we mentioned it
I'll
last.
make a motion to approve.
John, it's just these.
Wait a minute, Court.
You know,
The fact that I've never seen a barn or a building with this type of an overhang to tuck the windows way up under. That's what I find out.
They are.
Yeah, I don't know if we approved that or not.
We did.
We did. It's a pole barn. So we're kind of limited.
whole barns have big,
Big heavy.
Yeah.
Abby made a motion to approve. Operation. All those in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? Sounds like it's unanimous. Unanimous.
Can I make a request? I know Abby's going to run up
Just
the
a
door.
minute. Abby made that motion? Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay, that was unanimous. Okay, where are we? What is your problem?
Tolkien, East hookup as 15 East Tristram's. We'd like to continue the pool until Tuesday, but if we could talk about the cottage edition now, and just look at it, and if it's approvable, approve it, and if not, we'll just continue it until Tuesday. So we don't need to spend time on it.
Are you okay with him stepping in?
Which number are you on?
He's talking about
27.
number 26 and 27.
I mean, I'll still be able to get heard, right? We'll just be
There'll be
honest.
3 of us left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And John leaves in about 15 minutes, so it doesn't
As a
matter.
professional courtesy,
I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I
Respected
thought you were done, Matt. I thought Matt was done.
no.
All right, we'll do it fast,
Let's
though.
go. We're not talking anymore.
Just the pool. I
Did
mean, just
everybody
the.
sign this?
Yeah, everybody signed it. We're going to number 27.
Yeah.
Follow the roadmap.
I'm
Not
going to
easy.
take them in line. We voted to do
He already
that.
said he could go. He has to go. He's going out of the country.
Well, how about Mount Vernon and Fraser?
They're not here.
Actually,
Matt said
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay.
Matt
He's
said
right
it's
there.
okay.
He said it was okay because he's leaving the country.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
For good?
No.
No.
You've got an obligation.
All right, come
No.
on.
All right. So 27. Let's stop the chit chat. 27. Huckleberry.
Yeah. All we want to know is that it's approvable, and if you have wanted revisions, then we'll take it, to go.
Doesn't say what you're doing.
Partial demo addition. On the
It's
cottage.
It's
on
an
the
alteration of the garage on the cottage.
cottage. Yeah.
I am.
Going on vacation. Everybody's going on vacation.
I'm not going on
I'm not
vacation.
going on vacation. Hyannis looks good to me. Let me know, for sure. All right. See the cottage up here? Guys, cottage. That's the building we're talking about. It's below the level of the house. Okay? Here we go.
Okay, so I have some pictures here that I can tell you generally what's going on. This is the east elevation, the way it is right now.
Go to the second page.
So this is the way the building looks now.
Okay.
What we would like to do
You're done.
Just to show you, everything from here is the same, and it's existing, and it's not going to touch. Everything from here is going to just be demoed and replaced with the new garage.
So the new
You all see
addition,
the existing right here in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what's happening.
ev-
It's going
ev-
away and coming back.
Yeah, everything from this low point in the middle over is the demoed garage with the replacement garage.
I got it.
You should have highlighted it here, like that.
Yeah.
well,
Oh, it's all that, John.
all that.
All this. John.
All of this is going.
Yeah. Well, going and coming back.
Yeah.
See, that's the existing, John, and that's the new.
All right, what's changing between this and that?
Well, the roof is coming up.
This whole piece is going to get demoed, and this whole piece is going to replace it. It is nearly identical. It's, this
Higher
replaces that.
performance.
It's just a replacement of the current garage with a new garage.
All right, anybody have any concerns? Abby?
No, I make a motion to approve.
Hold on, we don't do it yet. Nobody's done
Okay,
it.
sorry, that was
Diane?
premature.
No, it looks good to me.
Okay. Diane and Abby had no concerns, John.
All this is going.
Correct.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
So, John,
This is going.
right. Yeah, this is the existing, so that's what's going to be, that what you're pointing at replaces that.
Where are these doors?
They're in the arch.
They're in this here.
No. Are they?
No, they're
the wall
inset. They're
flush?
inset.
They're set inside.
20 maybe?
There's a overhang.
Not enough to go back and come back again.
This is the arch,
Still snowing?
and then those are behind the arch. They're set in 3 feet.
Abby, don't leave until this is done.
No, I won't.
Somebody want to make a motion?
I make the motion to approve it.
Diane's made a motion, John. And Diane, do me a favor, based on the previous, based on the existing structures design, because normally we would not approve
Based on the existing structures.
Thank you.
this. All those in favor of Diane's motion?
Aye.
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks for staying.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And what do you want to do with the pool? Right.
Do we need to do the pool now?
No, we interrupted Matt's thing, so he's...
sorry, Matt.
That's all right, I thought it was very important. Didn't realize I was
Abby?
Bye, Abby.
Say goodbye.
Are you here next Tuesday? You're just going for 3 days.
I'll be back Tuesday.
Okay.
Have fun.
Wait, you going to the vacation too?
Stay at a table.
Walking is slippery.
Walking slippery, roads are okay.
We're backing up to Fraser.
Short and sweet, message, I'm leaving.
Yep,
Okay?
it'll be very quick, I think.
Thank you.
You can sleep it down here.
If you want, I'll just tell you.
When?
John, do me a favor and stay as long as you can, so we can get as much of this off, because next week's agenda is fairly sizable.
Now, there's a 3 o'clock thing I have to
I
do.
know, 3 o'clock, but
Every
you
day.
stay as late as you can get to 3.
So about 5 or
5, that's perfect.
47, 15 minutes.
Fraser, can we move that along, please?
I'm going as fast as I can, jumbled agenda.
If you want to continue just real quick.
What are you doing, Matt?
It's basically, we're just looking to increase the width of the posts on the outside.
I couldn't figure this out. I had so much plan here. I couldn't figure what the hell was
It's
going
basically
on.
just exterior trim. It's the posts are currently approved as 7 1/4,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go to, I'm sorry, 7 1/2, and I wanted to go 9 1/4.
You want to go from 8-foot posts to 10-foot posts?
Half a foot.
Right.
Just thicker posts. I just thought they looked a little bit more
All right,
sizable.
Diane, have you had any problem with these posts? Is that it?
Yeah.
In a hurry,
I'll be right back.
I'll be here without
You said
going
they
anywhere.
had 15, 20 minutes.
I just felt they looked a little spindly, but
They were tiny? Yeah, they were too tiny, and I said that before, they were too tiny. Do you have any concerns? John, they're just making the post a little bigger. That's
If you
it.
agree that we don't need
to see this building again.
I'm just
Just the
trying to...
post going 2 inches bigger.
That's not all he's doing.
Yeah.
Why is he changing the porch roof from
Sorry.
gable to hip?
Yep, that's a good
Where
point,
is
John.
that?
Sorry, in the back corner of the building. Sorry.
Well, we gotta be more complete.
I'm
He's gonna
sorry.
catch it.
Oh, I'm rushing, sorry. Basically, the back corner of the north elevation, it's going from the shed to a hip.
Yeah. Diane, you all right with this? Yeah. Make a motion.
Motion is approved.
John's made a motion to approve. All those in favor? Aye. And let the record reflect that Abby left at 2:37. Okay, so that was a yes. Mount Vernon,
So this is 21 Broad Street.
you want to go with 3 people?
Um,
I wouldn't.
they're kind of minor.
No, because one of them's a paint color, correct?
Right, it's just one option for the paint
Here's
color.
Jenny.
I would wait till Tuesday.
You think?
Yes.
It's just the sash.
No, it's not, because you changed the colors. I looked at it, and I said, I can't do this.
Okay, basically,
Go.
all right, can we look at the ramp then?
Yeah, look at the ramp.
Whatever you want.
And let's hang on to the color, because David had ideas about the color, and you've got a color in there that shouldn't be there.
15 East Tristan, I'll make a
Which
motion
one
to
is the
review.
colored one, though?
Yeah.
Huh?
This, I don't know which order, so we're skipping.
Well, I'm just looking at the COA numbers, and I don't know which one is which.
The ramp is 61057.
They don't split them, both the same one. 'cause that's
What's
just-
21
I thought we did
Broad
colors
Street?
different. Nesbit. I believe. Oh,
Mount
I didn't get
Vernon?
very far, Diane.
I
That's
tried to
just
have
the
a
name of the
different
owner.
name. Okay.
All right, so
So I'll go very quickly here. This is basically an application to change the ramp. In the previous version, we actually had a switchback 1 in 12 ramp that was located further back of the property. So the owner of 21 Broad and the abutting property, 19 Broad, have come up with this solution. I feel like it's a more elegant solution. It's kind of a longer.
seriously,
Yeah, yeah, they
Is it
agreed
this?
to it.
where is it?
That's on the right side.
This?
Yeah. It's clouded in the drawing.
This is the proposed east elevation.
Yes.
Yes.
And this, it goes all the way up here, Matt. Where is there a door here?
We just have to actually, the door, you can't see, but it's on this elevation.
Inside there?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
so
that's
you have to go on
Exactly.
this long?
Yep.
How come?
It's
it's
a 1
just-
in 12.
It's basically,
Well, it's
there's a
called
pretty
the landing.
decent grade change from Broad Street up to the back of the property.
So the switchback is on the
On the inside.
inside, so you only see it
Yeah,
like
so
here.
previously, this is a switchback that looped back and forth. But they basically, the neighbor, I don't know if loved it, the owner didn't love the switchback, they thought that this was a more elegant solution. It's essentially like a straight run with a break in the middle.
It's not going to be white somehow.
No, it can really be whatever color you prefer.
Yeah. Not white.
Natural,
Natural weather.
I did not, yeah, natural weather should be fine by me, I don't have any concern with it.
Because it's in the driveway.
Well, that's what took, there was a lot of negotiating with the neighbor, because it's a shared easement, and they both came to conclusion that they felt that this was the best solution.
If it was natural to weather, Diane, do you have an issue?
No, you have to have something.
Yeah.
Something.
You don't want,
It switched back twice, did it not, on the original?
it's, no, just
It
one.
was pretty,
It was wide, and it was just it was bulky, and nobody really loved it. And this way, at least it's kind of long, and has one little jog. We actually do have to break it up. You can't have a continuous ramp.
On your first floor plan, where does it show up?
The first floor plan, this was...
it shows up better on the site plan, Matt.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I had.
Yeah, site plan. So
First
this,
page.
this is worth referencing though, Diane. It used to be this, okay?
Yeah.
So now if you go to the site plan,
First page.
now it starts much earlier. Previously, it went up this way, turned around this way, and came back
Back
this
to
way.
this door.
Yeah, and now the both owners want it to start earlier, so it's not like this
If it's-
cluster.
But I still don't understand. If this is the door it's heading for, then
this
what
is-
is all this crap up here?
This is the door here
Yeah.
that you're trying to get into.
Right.
But I need basically this entire run of ramp. I
It
can't
has to be
exceed
1 and
that.
12.
It's a pretty good amount of ramp to get from here to here, so I'm basically trying to get accessibility to this door.
So, what is this servicing except
It's basically, you come up here and it gets you all the way back there.
you have to turn around and come back on the same ramp?
It goes up here,
Yeah.
right, you hit a landing,
Yeah.
and then if you're in a wheelchair, you come up further back this way, and then you go back like that.
So it's going to have something more inside, or,
Yeah, this is all decking.
okay.
Any
And then there's
concerns,
steps
Molly?
here
All right.
to get
Any
you.
concerns?
No, I
Natural
don't, I
weather?
just didn't understand it.
I know, that's why I put it on, I couldn't figure it out.
It
The
seemed
raised
to-
terrace is already approved, right?
Right. No, it just seemed to be.
There is a
in the middle.
landscape plan that's coming in just for like specifics.
Let's not
Yeah.
diverge. John, are you all right with this, and natural to
I
weather?
have one question, why is there an opening? If you go up here over and out, why is there an opening between these two fences? Well, there's something, the handicap ramp starts here?
Yeah, there's an opening here because and these are not, this elevation refers to this elevation here, so this is separate. From here over, doesn't matter. This is basically, so if you're a pedestrian and you're not in a wheelchair, you could just take the steps up, because we need this landing here to make the transition from here over there. So it's basically just, if you're not in a chair, you just take two
What I'm
steps up
saying,
and you back up.
when you look in from the street,
Yeah.
beating up time, but you're gonna see these with nothing behind here.
You're going to see basically this. You're going to see from here over. You will see that. You will see that.
Why won't you see that?
You will see that, I'm saying. You will. This elevation,
Matt,
Just
go to
for
the
that.
site plan.
like that.
Yeah.
So can I show you the site
It
plan?
it made it far more confusing than necessary. Look at the site plan.
So you're going to see the ramp here, and that stretch of fence you're just pointing out to is right there. And so you will see that.
Right, but there's two of them. There's one here and one here. Why
no, but
is there a
this-
space
Go
in
back to
between?
the site plan.
This is for the north elevation,
Right?
and this is for the south. So just don't, if you're trying to see what's visible from the street, the
It's
north
not
elevation does not count. It's just this.
Then why is this clouded?
Because it's,
There's no question.
That's
No,
okay,
that's
Matt,
fine.
this is far more
It
complicated.
is hard to swallow this, looking up.
yeah. And the elevation that you're looking at, John, the north elevation, I have to provide every elevation. So the only thing you want to look at really is the south elevation. We have to show the north elevation just because it's part of it.
I'm looking in from the south.
John,
What's
it's
that?
confusing. It is confusing.
It is.
But pay no attention to the north side,
Does that make sense?
Okay.
okay? You
So
just
it's
have to
just-
show
This is
all
already
four.
existing?
Nope, that's just the back. That's what that would look like from the other side,
From
from
the
the
back
north
side of
side.
the
On the
building.
back side?
Yeah.
You can see it from the back side of the building. That's what he's showing you. But it has nothing to do with the front side of the building. Diane, did you make a motion to write it as natural weather?
Yes, I did.
Diane's made a motion to approve, hold on, natural weather, provided the ramp be natural to weather, and the decking natural to weather. All those in favor?
Aye.
Right.
That was unanimous. And you're going to motion, did you want to put motion to hold the color
If you think
to
that's best.
Tuesday?
Sure.
Absolutely. Diane, is that your motion to hold?
Yes, to hold.
This number 25 till Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, that's the color. All those in favor?
Aye.
And we're going to back up page 1 quickly. We're backing up to number 17 because she was downstairs at the ZBA meeting. Representing the applicant is Paige Holdgate.
Which one we on, 17?
17, Nova, Pequot. Pequot. You got a bunch of problems. What you're asking for is never going to happen in a million years. So, what you and I should do is have a chat. Okay. Because they're going to take one look at that. Johnny. Seriously? Okay. All sliders? And that was what, like 8 pairs of sliders?
What about the rest of the gray here?
No, that'll go over Tuesday. Go to the ramp. Okay, here comes. Well, it's not gonna make it. It'll get stuck somewhere in the middle. Not that stuck. All right, this didn't go to consent because of the location of the shed, not because of the shed, but because of the locate. John, look at the location of the shed on the second page. It's on Pequot Street. Now, is Pequot Street, is this, where's the front of the house? I assume it's where the deck is towards the driveway, right?
That's right. When you pull in, I would consider this the front of the house, this is the back, and then this is sort of their full yard.
That's too bad. The shed is right on Pequot Street. It needs to go to the backyard. The shed itself was okay. There's no way, and Diane, you know this lot, don't you?
Yep.
And it's right there on the driveway in full view of the road, but too close to the road.
Well, I think they have sort of a lot of bramble, and there's a fence and bramble.
I don't know. It only looks like it's only, I don't think it's in, I think it's in its setback also. I think the setback out there is 25 feet, 20 feet, and it's drawn way inside that.
They just would like it
I'll make
as
a motion to
far
put
back
equal
as they
distance to
can.
the garage.
Huh?
Opposite, equal distance to the garage. Move it back.
You want to move it back behind the house?
Behind the building.
Behind the house. Is that where you want to go with it, Diane?
Yeah, that's where
That's
it's,
my motion.
I don't care
That's
where
not-
behind the house,
Customarily, we do that.
but behind the house.
it's a funny lot,
Yeah.
but you happen to look straight up that driveway. It's the only thing that's sort of clear until you get up there, so.
You've got probably a 10-foot setback? don't know.
I would think out
I
there.
think so. I mean, I don't care if it goes back here. John, does anybody care if it goes back right here? As long as it's back behind the main mass, so it's here?
Sure.
Anywhere back there?
Right.
Diane, you see where the stairs are?
Yep,
Behind the stairs?
yep, if you go there, because you've got 14 Pequot, right?
In there, yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to put it right on the property line.
Is that your motion to approve it, provided it's behind the stairs that
Yes.
are on the, no code, that are on the north side?
Right.
So behind. north
It's a
side.
little shed.
Yeah, then you don't have to come back again. So Diane's made a motion to approve the shed, provided it be moved back. John, we gotta close the meeting, so you gotta be here to close the meeting.
I have to go,
All right, you gotta sign it. Diane's made a motion, but we gotta adjourn right after that then, and carry everything over. We can't
Told
do
you
it.
I have to go.
I know, but you have to
Here,
motion
just
that.
sign this.
Diane's made a motion to move that shed back on the north side of the house, behind the stairs that show on the north elevation. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, John, make a motion to carry everything else over to Tuesday.
So moved.
John's made a motion to carry everything else
All
over
right,
to
I have to
Tuesday. All in favor?
Aye.
John's made a motion to adjourn. All in favor? At 2:51. You just can't eliminate the fact that you need to do things statutorily with a freaking quorum.
We should write up some
People know that, Diane.
proposals, but they don't, they ignore it, and then,
He ignores it.
and then other people get blamed and with,
You would carry everything over to Tuesday automatically if we lost a quorum.
but I want to make sure we adjourn to the quorum. Doesn't require comment.
It doesn't require, doesn't make not to either.
Move shed back, what?
So you're adjourned, right?
Yep.
Turn the sound off.
Yep, the,
No problem. Never
stairs.
smell yell?
Hold on. North elevation.
Would you like me to call you, maybe?
Yeah.